I'm Peter LaFrance, webmaster at BeerBasics.com. If you enjoy this video, don't hesitate to click on the thumbs up button. I'd appreciate it. Enjoy your visit. Greetings. I'm Peter LaFrance for BeerBasics.com. Right now, what we have from the Ballantine, or what's called Ballantine Company, Ballantine Brewing Company, I suppose, is their Burton Ale. Now, I must be absolutely honest with you. This has been in the refrigerator for a long time. We're in May of 2017 right now, and I do believe this was a Christmas beer from December. So, but it will illustrate, number one, how a relatively high alcohol beer and a highly hopped beer should survive over time. Let's take a look at the label first, the necker. It's a pretty limited one. It has their three rings, which was the Ballantine, the sign of Ballantine. It's a three-ring symbol of purity, body, and flavor. And it says Ballantine Burton Ale. Now we get down to the front label, and it says Special Brew, Ballantine Burton Ale, purity, body, and flavor on the three rings. In the middle, right in the middle, unmistakably in the middle, says that it is 11.3% alcohol by volume. I'm not going to be doing much else this morning. And has 75 international bittering units. This little signature bit saying Season's Greetings. 12 fluid ounces, 355 milliliters. Burton Ale, P. Ballantine and Sons, Cold Spring, Minnesota. That will tell us who brews it. And it says 215. Okay, so this is not 216, this is 215. Okay, we've got us a year, 215 to 216. We've got us a year and a half old beer here. Okay. Now, let's turn to the back and see what we've got here. Okay, this is a special brew. It says, Ballantine Burton Ale was first brewed in Newark in the 1930s and aged up to 20 years in American oak. Designated a special brew, the brew was given as a gift to prestigious friends of the brewery, including the White House. We are excited to share the reincarnation of this rare brew. Like the original, our Burton Ale is sweet, strong, yet balanced by a robust hop character true to the Ballantine name. The oak essence and notes of toasted vanilla make it the perfect holiday treat. Season's Greetings. Which is then followed by the government warning. Please recycle, P. Ballantine and Son, Cold Spring, Minnesota. Now, let's take a look on here and see if we can find any semblance of a date other than, oh yes, I found one. Okay. It says it was probably bottled, it was bottled 11/10/15. So I'm going to guess that that's November 10th, 2015. And after it, it says 1940, which I don't know what the 1940 means, but I'm sure it means something special. All right, let's open this up. Well, it's carbonated. All right, I see a little bit of carbonation here. All right. Using a pint glass, it's a full pint glass and a beer clean one, let's hope. Okay. Whoa, what a malty aroma. Me oh my oh my oh me. That there's a beautiful beer. Wow, the malt, I can just, it is pure malt. I'm just, wow, roasted, grains, bready, yeasty, malty, oh, it's just, that's what is coming across, all just from here. The closely knit head, I have not seen a closely knit head like that in a long time, meaning that they're very teeny tiny bubbles. They are, and very tightly packed. There's some large bubbles at the top here, but it's kind of like when you're frying up a pancake and you get the bubbles on top just before you want to turn it over. That's pretty much what that looks like. A deep, rich copper color here, almost an amber color there. It's very dark, but nevertheless, certainly as expected. All right, now let's let the olfactory system begin its journey. Oh wow, that is a most pleasant, bready, grain-rich aroma coming off of that. That was the first impression. Second, not as intense, but I do believe that's probably because I've become accustomed to the aromas. And now finally a third nosedive. There is something incredibly fresh about that aroma. It's very fresh, rich grain, toasted grain flavor or aroma. Begging a flavor. Now it's time for the first taste. Incredibly flavorful. The flavors of sweetness, caramel candy. It is definitely a creme caramel, almost a creme caramel richness, a richness to this that is truly remarkable. There's the alcohol saying hello. Yes. Oh boy, it warms you up. This would on a cold, oh wow, on a cold winter's night, Christmas time, this would be, boy, and it's still warming me up. Wow, that's yes sirree. That's it's a rich, very rich creme caramel first impression, and that's after that. It is probably close to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's refreshing. That first refreshing thing happens, and then that malty wall hits you, and the warmthness comes to you, and you say, wow. The second impression is going to be a little bit different, I'm sure, because I'm ready for it. I know it's going to happen. I'm looking forward to it. Wow. The warmth. And yet, it is not hot warm. It is an ember warm. And there are richnesses of candied fruit and of plum, prunes. And now the impression, it does come, and this is probably a smidge romantic, but of a plum pudding. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that's a plum pudding impression, along with the warmth from the alcohol. But wow, that's a Christmas treat in a bottle. Yeah, wow. Okay. So now finally the third swig. Let's see what happens. We're back to more of a sweet, roasted, slightly touch of smoke pot, perhaps. I'm getting a grade B maple syrup type of finish on the palate, and the finish of this is rich, very rich. Although it's not clinging to the palate, it is certainly, it's leaving an impression, but not a cloying impression. And boy, oh boy, have my innards been warmed up. Woo! Yes, sir. That's a. You could share that. You could share that beer with 3 people. Well, oh, and what would I eat? Or, wow, boy, it immediately clicks to mind a Stilton. The Stilton, because it has the really sharp spike flavors to it, and that would certainly, with the richness of this, they would dance together nicely. I'm back to remind you that if you liked this video, please click on the thumbs up icon below. And while you're at it, subscribe, and you will learn the next video goes hot just as soon as it does. I'm Peter LaFrance.